Hello, everybody. Oh, Sunday. This is probably going to be a short one because it's cold and windy, and I don't know if you can hear me very well. I had my Rode mic all set up, and then I realized that my phone needs an update for my Rode mic to work. So, because when I went into StreamYard to check the settings, the Rode mic didn't even show up. So, hopefully, y'all can hear me. If you're tuned in, let me know. If you're tuned in on the replay, thanks for watching. So I wanted to just come on and do kind of a quick little monologue about positivity and getting yourself through the hard times. You know, just when you feel like you've hit the bottom or that things have been frustrating enough, or you've been down for so long, and take I have to say, y'all need to take what I say with a grain of salt, because I have a positive mindset. Most of my life, I've been very fortunate to have a lot of positivity mentally. So I'm very strong mentally in that aspect. However, I know that there are a lot of people out there that don't have that disposition or have a hard time getting themselves out of a negative thought loop. So again, if you're watching, let me know if you can hear me all right, because what up, Tang Gang? What up, Tony? Hi, welcome to my chat. Thanks for showing up. I appreciate it. So two weeks ago, maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, I woke up and I just felt ecstatic. I was overjoyed. I had just a smile on my face. And let me tell you, this morning when I woke up, I worked on smiling because I didn't feel like it, but I did it anyways, because that's what I preach, right? So I need to practice. I try to practice what I preach. And I apologize again, because this is vital to be short. There's airplanes overhead. It's cold and windy out here. I found a little cove to hide from the wind. But basically, it was like I had woken up and there was all of this wonderful positive energy just like flowing through my existence, and it was wonderful. Well, today I woke up and it was the opposite. I felt drained. I felt anxious. I felt like my mind was just going a million miles a minute. I couldn't get, these sad thoughts out of my head, and all I wanted to do was cry. So I let myself do that, and I put on some sad songs and I sang these sad songs. I see there's 17 people watching right now. Y'all need to, if you can hear me, let me know. I'm guessing you can hear me if you're not leaving, but just let me know how my volume is and if I need to speak louder, or bring the mic closer or anything like that. What's up, the pothead? 5x5. Exactly. So Tony says it's okay to cry and let it out. For sure. We need to acknowledge those emotions and allow ourselves to feel through that, because having a positive mindset doesn't mean that you can't be sad or you can't be upset or that you can't be frustrated. But the key is that you do not allow yourself to stay there. And that is where it gets dangerous, right? That's where it goes from an emotion to a state of being, right? We go from feeling sad to a depression because we decide to stay in that space. And if there's one thing, I am the self-proclaimed positivity princess, right? If I can pass any knowledge forward, it's that what I've learned from SciVive, what I've learned from life, what I know to be true is that sometimes we can be our own energy vampires. Like I was saying, I woke up this morning and just felt drained and felt like all the happiness had been sucked out of my soul. And if you've ever seen Harry Potter, the Dementors, right? It was that feeling like just something just took all took all the joy out of me. And, not for any apparent reason, right? Not really for any one thing or any situation. Sometimes we just feel that way, right? Sometimes we just wake up and that's the reality, right? We wake up and don't feel like it. We just don't feel like it. So again, feel that, allow yourself to feel that, and then remember that you're creating your own reality. You are the master of your own mind. And you ultimately are the one that's going to, yes, of course, we have friends. Hopefully we've got loved ones, we got family, you got people that you can rely on, that you can count on. But sometimes you don't, or sometimes someone's not there, or you can't, you don't feel like you can reach out. And in, my case, personally, sometimes I want to be sure that I don't, not that I don't feel like I can rely on other people, but I want to make sure that I'm mentally in such a good spot that my happiness doesn't rely on anyone else, right? That my mental attitude is fine, is all right, is good, because I allow it to be so. So what I ended up doing is I knew that if I didn't do something, right, if I didn't take action on those feelings, that I would just dwell in them, that I would just stay in that spot and stay in that space and not get anything done and not move forward. And I didn't want to do that because I've got a lot to do. I've got a lot to do, and I've got a lot to look forward to, and I've got a lot of awesome things going on in my life. So, and that also to me, ooh, my arm's getting tired. I gotta move it this way. So that also to me, that can get, for me personally, that gets me in a loop sometimes, is like, man, I've got so much good going on. Why do I feel this way? If I've got it so good and everything's going great, why do I feel so sad? And then you get upset about that, right? You're like, oh man, like I feel bad because I feel bad. And that can be one of those negative loops. So, and I apologize, we got the airplanes going on. So I'm gonna say what's up to the chat real quick, and then I'm gonna give you guys some tips, right? So make sure you watch to the end. Again, this will be a short one, probably only like 20-30 minutes. Unless you guys have questions or we want to talk some more. But I want to just say what's up real quick. We got Tony Shito, the Pothead, Andromedus, Alex H, Agent J. Oh, DJ and Roundtable, love you guys. Swizzle Sticks, what's up, darling? Crypto Truth, hello Truth, love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Oh yeah, and the jacket. That's why I wanted to say what's up. This is from Crypty Girl, so shout out Crypty Girl. So it's just a matter of taking action, right? And again, like I've learned from SciVive, that's one of the things that Richard says over and over again in SciVive, is that it's not just about the mental, it's about the doing. The doing part is very important. So as I allowed myself to feel sad and cry and let it out, I was also at the same time taking action to move myself into a better mental space, into a new mental space. So I got in the car, and out here in Cali, it's about to rain for 4 days. At least there's a big storm coming. So I thought, while I still can, I'm going to get out and I am going to put my feet on the ground. And I knew that more than anything, all I wanted to do was immerse myself in the water. If you saw my tweet, if you haven't, check out my latest tweet. I jumped right in. It's cold as all hell out here. It's like 40 something degrees and the water's cold. But I knew that there wasn't anything better that I could do for myself. Oh, wait, there we go. Than to jump into the water and just allow those waves to wash over me and allow the ocean to, mentally, I put myself there in that spot and I just let the ocean take it all away. And it was wonderful and it was beautiful and it was freezing for a moment and then it felt magnificent. It was just one of the best feelings. And I haven't been in the ocean in a hot minute. It's been a while. So I knew that I needed that for my soul, for my heart, to just be able to let go right? To say, you know what, just this was a moment in time where I allowed myself to, feel those feelings of sadness and doubt and fear, right? The FUD, right? You can feel all that FUD, but you have to be able to do something to move yourself forward. And I just saw how funny Swizzle Stick says it's sunny in Seattle. Walk around barefoot and ground yourself. So exactly, that's some of the easiest things that you can do. And this time of year, it gets harder, right? Because a lot of us are in places in the world where it's cold and it's rainy and you can't go outside and there's snow on the ground. But maybe those are just excuses. Maybe it's okay to go outside if there's still snow on the ground. Maybe it's all right to still go outside and go for a walk if it's raining, right? Prepare yourself, get an umbrella, wear rain boots, Um, and even then, do something outside of your comfort zone. It's fine to take your shoes off in the snow sometimes, right? Take your feet out of your shoes, put your feet on the snow for a couple minutes and just see how that feels and kind of shock yourself. That's what I did with the ocean. I needed to do something kind of shocking to get myself past those emotions, to remember who I was. And that was the beautiful thing, is that I had this moment there in the water, and I just heard this voice say, remember who you are. And I did. And it helped me remember who I am and remember what I'm about and what I want to do in this world and all the work that I have to do. So there are a lot of little things that you can do to move yourself out of that moment, right? Of the sadness, of the fear, of the doubt. And if you, again, going outside, I think, is the number one thing. You got to try and get outside, even when it's cloudy like this. The sun is still, the rays are still coming through those clouds, and it's still affecting you and your mood in a positive manner. Now, let's say, worst case scenario, something's going on, there's no way you can get outside. I would say one of the best things you can do, which helps me a lot, is music. If there's a playlist you can listen to, some podcast, someone that's inspiring, right? Something that's inspirational, some kind of playlist that you like, dance, do something to move your body and move your mental state into the next, instead of just staying there and dwelling in that spot. Journal. And that's one thing that I hope to do more of. It's one of those, take my own advice, or I have a lot of friends that have told me journaling is good, and I've done it on and off over time. I haven't done it in a minute, and I do miss doing it. So that's one other thing that I really want to try and make more of a practice and get back into the habit of journaling. Because sometimes, speaking of which, there is the woman that I just had on a couple times, Jessa. We did Women Crush Wednesday 2 weeks in a row, 2 weeks apart. And she has used ChatGPT as like a therapist in her journal. She'll tell ChatGPT that she's working through these things, and this is how I'm feeling, and this is what's going on. And we'll take this very sound advice from a ChatGPT that, really helps her to move forward and get through things. So how amazing that we live in this day and age where you don't even need to go pay for therapy, y'all. You got an AI bot that can actually do that work. And, she's living proof that there is a use case for ChatGPT in such a manner. So let's see what other people are saying here. So Swizzle Stick says, walk around barefoot and ground yourself. Godfather J6, good morning. Swizzle says, I take a lot of walks. It helps. It does. It really does. And I love cold showers in the morning, he says also. Super true. I had been doing cold showers for about 45 days straight, stopped for a little while, and then I just started doing them again. Not every morning, but I've been taking them more regularly again, and cold showers are great. Again, it's something else that shocks your system, right? That shocks your body a little bit. Crypto Truth says exercise, diet, and routine. And remember, routine, you don't have to be perfect. You need to be consistent. That's something that I really like, the way that kind of sticks mentally, right? It's like, don't beat yourself up if you're trying to start a new habit and you're on day 9 of doing that habit, and then day 10 you miss, and then, oh, I wasn't perfect, I missed that day, so I give up completely. No, miss a day, allow yourself to miss 2 days, and then get back into it. It's the consistency, not perfection, that leads to the routine. Because eventually, and this is a SciVive quote, something very similar along those lines, is eventually you will have done the good habit so much and so often that you forget that you never did it, and it beats, right? That programming beats out either not doing it or doing the old habit. So I like that one from SciVive as well. E. Anderson says, "You are awesome. Thank you very much. I feel awesome. I feel much more awesome today." Truth says, "Practicing interpersonal skills, identifying weaknesses and strengths." Very true. Hex Heart says, "Nice. I do this on the West Coast in Canada. It's really cold, like numbing cold." Yeah. It was cold, man. People, like, there was a good number of people on the beach, just standing on the beach, and I think a few people kind of tripped out that I actually got in the water. Crypto Truth says, "Fortifying yourself to be resistant to negative circumstances." Yeah, we can do that for sure. Swizzlestick says, "AI overlord." Dante Jr., what is up, friend? I'm actually wearing one of your shirts right now. Let's see if I can one-handedly. There we go. Flawless operation. I put, Dante, what's cool? I love this shirt. I think it's my favorite because when I put it on, I feel like a badass. Like, I was trying to figure out what to wear today, and I wanted to feel empowered and powerful, and I chose this shirt. So thank you so much, because I love it. I think that having slogans like that, even though it's about Hex, like, as a woman, having something like that on me feels great. Like, I feel flawless this morning. So thank you, Dante, for your Hex Fashion Network, everyone, for shirts like this. And then this is Crypty Girl's shop for the hoodie. Let's see. Crypto Truth says he's been taking a cold shower since a teenager, man. Cool. That's awesome. Alex H says, "Walking is great mind reset if you're stressed out." 100%. It can be just that simple. It's crazy that it's such a simple thing, right? It's so easy to just get out and walk. Just go for a walk. Look at nature. It's so important just to see something green, right? Like, it really resets your mind and allows your brain to have that reset of just, hey, like, there's more in the world than, what I'm feeling and what I'm going through right now. Let's see. Swizzle Sticks, what's under the shirt? You. Oh, Lord. And Dante says the bat should be coming tomorrow or Tuesday. Thank you so much again. Appreciate that. Yeah. Hex Fashion Network is donating to the PulseChain tour. So we'll be giving away, I think, a t-shirt per location of his merchandise. Oh, so let's think. Trying to think. There's a really great account that I follow, and of course I'm not going to be able to think of it right now. Oh, I can't think of it. Self-love rainbow. I'll try, and if I remember, I'll try and put it in the description later, or add it to the tweet where I shared this stream. It's like, it's some positivity, and I've followed her for many years, and I really love the little things that she does. She's got like this little journal and coloring books. It's very cute, very simple, very girly, but it's, who knows? Anyone can benefit from it. But some of the other things, like, she has like positivity things that you can do per season. And I'm trying to think of some of the winter things, like it could even be, let's say that, again, like, you can't go outside or you cannot go for a walk. Try reading a book, reading a poem, listening to something positive, making yourself some tea. Just do something to kind of either treat yourself or shock yourself. I know that's like two extremes, but everyone's different, right? And we all might need a little something different in order to get us out of that downtime, that feeling sad or feeling downtrodden or whatever it is, right? So that's really it, guys. I just wanted to come out and share with you what I did personally to get myself out of a tough space this morning. Hold on. I want to zip this up. It's cold. There we go. Oh, Oh, and I'm back. So, yeah, I mean, look at that. We got a little patch of blue sky. Where'd it go? Oh, you can't really tell. Oh, right there. Look at that blue. Beautiful. So blue skies are coming. It's going to be cold and rainy for the next few days here, but I just, you have to remember that behind all that rain and all those clouds, there's still blue sky. So keep that in mind, right? Again, allow yourself to feel those feelings and process those emotions, but don't stay there. You don't need to stay there. There are tons of people all around you that have either been through that thing or are going through that thing. You are not alone. And, again, another very simple, easy trick is just smile. Just force yourself to smile, especially when you don't feel like it. Because it's the fake it till you make it, right? It's kind of, I don't know, that's not placebo, but if you can force a smile on your face, the feeling will follow. Very often it will. And even for me this morning, it didn't. It was hard. I smiled. I laid there. I was crying, and I smiled, and I still felt like crying, and it sucked. So I did something else. But eventually, look at guys. Look at this is genuine, super SJ smiling right here. So remember that there are ways to move forward, and that there are things that you can do to get yourself out of that, mental state of being down or depressed. And that, again, we've all gone through it. I almost streamed when I was crying, because I was just like, I want people to understand and know that I'm not, I mean, yes, I'm the positivity princess, but like I'm also human. And so often all we see on social media is the happy and the great and the awesome and like everyone's best of everything. And that can be such a kind of a monstrous machine, right? Because you forget that, you see a lot of people, oftentimes maybe you'll see that and think, oh, how come everyone else is having such an awesome time and a wonderful life and everything's so fantastic, and here I am feeling this terrible sort of way, right? But you're just not seeing that. No one wants to share, themselves crying on stream or having a bad day or bad hair day or whatever it is. Like, people don't want to share that kind of stuff. So just know that we're all human. We all have our days. We all have our hard times. And I am grateful for you. I hope you guys, what is the red thing behind you? I don't know. What is the red thing behind you? I don't know what you're seeing. Red thing behind you. I don't know. Person? A human? Was that a human? There's a human down there. There's some humans. But yeah, this is SJ live from Pirates Cove on the ledge. Oh, it's a cup. Someone left their trash here. Maybe if it's not too gross, I might take that with me and throw it away. Should I do it? I should do it. Let me see if there's a trash can down here. Yes, there totally is. All right, look at other things you can do. In fact, I was gonna do this and I didn't. I was gonna pay it forward at Starbucks this morning. But then I got up to the window and kind of like chickened out. But instead of paying it forward in money, I'm going to pay it forward in deed. Oof, this is full. That is a full cup of red juice is what that is. We're going to take it to the trash. Hopefully I can navigate. All right, you guys, we're going all the way to the trash together because I can't end the stream with this cup in my hand. All right. Oh, this is treacherous. Hold on. All right, here we go. Woo! Oh, there's the wind. See, I was hiding behind that cove. And now you're barely going to be able to hear me. But we're going to go to the trash can. I'm going to throw this away, and then I'm going to end the stream. Woo! Let's go! Holy moly. All right, so do something for yourself today. Do something for the earth. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. That's my good deed. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Enjoy enjoy being outside if you can, especially if you're in Cali. Get outside for the next hour because it's about to storm for quite some time. But I love you guys. I'm just so grateful to be a part of this community, and I really hope that this advice gets heard by someone that needs it today, because I sure needed it. Have a wonderful day, y'all. I'll talk to you later. Bye.